Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Freldren. As you can see, I am back in Star Trek Online. Finally, it's been a while, I know. It's been really hot this summer, and dealing with a bad air conditioner, and then the new one I got isn't as strong as I would hope it would be. So doing videos at night still isn't, fun, because it's so hot still. Last night was okay, but tonight's a lot better. So I figured this would be a good time to do a video. And today's video is going to be about the current events reward. So we got the Undiscovered Event, and we're going to go over the K'vort Flight Deck Raptor Tier 6. Here's a quick little view of it. It is a really good ship. I do like it. I've been looking forward to a ship kind of like this for a while. There are other ships in this game that are like this, but they don't have as much of appeal as this does, because this ship is a little bit better than some of those. I'll go over those in a little while, maybe towards the end there. Because there's other ships that are similar to this on how this functions, other flight deck ships, and I believe it's like Strike Wing Escort for the Federation. So let's go over the stats on this briefly here. I don't like going over all of this, but I'll give you kind of the basics. You get the ship itself, and you also get what was it, 30,000 dilithium ore, which is pretty good. I do like when they give you the 30,000, rather than like the occasionally you'll get like specialization points or whatever. It's pretty good, 30,000. And then after that, you get your 8,000 daily. Goes up by 1,000, all the way up to 50,000. I haven't actually done the daily today, but that's fine. What did I close out of that? All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. Let's see here. What do I want to go over here? There's a lot of stuff. It is a temporal ship, so you got temporal seating, which is pretty nice if you like temporal stuff. Now it does have the molecular reconstruction thing. I never go over this. This is like a never used thing. I don't know what the point of it is, other than you get some abilities and stuff. So yeah, if that's your thing, fine, you can pause it here and read that, although you probably know what it does if it's your thing. So this comes with the Universal Console Hunter Pack Escorts. I don't know why it's called escorts, because they're not escorts. Well, I guess it's escorts in the fact that they escort with you. It's similar to the Jebedar thing, but they're not permanently on you. They have a cooldown timer and amount of time that they last. So Klingon Hunter Pack are feared across the galaxy, appearing out of nowhere thanks to their cloaking devices. Ready to strike with decisive force on your exposed flanks. This device issues a call to engage to one of such packs. Two elite birds of prey who will promptly decloak and aid you in combat. Once their time is up, they will cloak again and await the next call. So yeah, it's pretty good. Like I said, it's similar to what a lot of the Jem'Hadar ships have, where you have these extra little ships next to you. They're kind of like support ships, but they're like escort ships, I guess. So okay, so now here we got some details on those two ships that come in. They're pretty much similar. There's some differences. Like this one's got surgical strike. This one's got shield polarity, or reverse shield polarity, and ionic turbulence, electromagnetic pulse probe. This one has, subnucleic carrier wave, and deploy countermeasures. So they're similar but different. They all have Photonic Officer 2, Science Team 1, Engineering Team 1, Cloaking Device, and Evasion Maneuvers. So yeah, just a little difference in them. You'll see these. I can't remember which one's which, and I think they all kind of look the same. But you'll see this kind of like purple, like wave radiating out, and I believe that's what those are. So this console also provides a passive boost to your pet's critical hit chance and crit severity. I'll go over the numbers on that when I'm in space. It can be equipped in any console slot and equipped on any ship. So this makes these really good. So if you are on one of those Gemini ships that has those little escorts, you can end up having basically another 2 escorts with you. They don't I don't know if they synergize with your damage that you do, like hangar pets do. They might. So in that case, they won't synergize with the other escorts you have for the Gemini ships. So because they're Polaron, and so you'd have to have, maybe do like a rainbow build where you do half Polaron, half Disruptor, maybe, I don't know. All right, so I also got an experimental weapon. I'll go over that in space. And then upon reaching level 5 in Starship Mastery, you will unlock Imperial Pressure. I'll go over that in space. Tier 6 ship, anybody can use it. My Starfleet character has it right now. It's a pretty good ship. I'll go over that a little bit more at the end on why I've been wanting a ship like this for a while. I mean, the ship I already have in my Starfleet character is pretty good, but I was kind of hoping for something more of an escort style, and this might be the answer to it. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe in the future they make a Starfleet version of this. We'll see. All right. You have to complete the tutorial and all that. So, hull modifier 1.2, shield modifier 1.1. Not bad. You know, it's pretty typical for a ship this size. It's not big. It's not tiny, but it's not big. 5 forward and 2 aft. Not bad. You know, 1 less than normal, but it's got the experimental weapon, bringing it up to a total of 8. So it's good, pretty good, because it's 5 forward, 2 aft. 4 forward and 3 aft wouldn't be too bad either. It comes with 3 device slots. Bridge officer stations, 1 commander, tactical, temporal officer, or operations, or operative, whatever you want to say. Sometimes words don't come out. All right. Then you get 1 lieutenant commander, engineering command. So it's also got command seating. 1 lieutenant commander universal, 1 lieutenant science, 1 ensign tactical. All right, it's not bad. That lieutenant commander being universal is pretty good, in my opinion. You can put whatever you want there. I chose science. You can do more tactical if you want, although it's already got a decent amount of tactical. You can put an engineer in there if you want. So, all right, consoles: 5 tactical, 4 engineering, 2 science. It's definitely on the tactical side. Obviously, it is a tactical ship. Base turn rate 21 is pretty good. Not the best, but it's decent. Impulse modifier 0.19. It's all right. Inertia 60. It's pretty high. We get plus 15 weapon power, 0 to shield power. I don't know why it usually just says what you get, not what you don't get. But okay, 15 weapon power, 5 engine power. So again, this is a tactical ship, so that's pretty common. Experimental weapon, rapid fire, disruptor heavy emitter. I'll go over that in space. You can put dual cannons on this if you want. I believe it comes with dual cannons. It's got 1 hangar bay. It's got the Burrell bird of prey in it, which isn't too bad. It's got standard cloaking device, which, I'd rather have a battle cloak, but that's fine. Molecular reconstruction, that's the thing for it being a, ship. Temporal ship. Couldn't think of it there for a second. There's the hunting pack, escort, console, and we'll go over all this stuff here while I'm in space. So yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, and you have until August 6th to get this. So you do not have a lot of time. If you have not started this yet, I believe it's 6,000 Zen to buy out, I believe. Do your best to get it done as many days as you can before you buy it out. It'll make it a lot cheaper. I did do a lot of mostly deep space encounters for this one because you get a lot of endeavor points for it. So yeah, let's go over the visuals now. This is the ship. This is what it looks like when you first get it. Now, there's not a lot of customization for this. There's some, but not a lot. You get two standard templates. You got wings down, and then you got wings up. These are very standard for bird of prey. I do prefer, I like the dual wing thing, but I like it up, which you can do. We'll go over that in a minute. It comes with the Haas medium bridge, which I think is standard on Klingon ships. Windows, you get type 1, 2, 3. Little differences there. I don't usually play around with those. Then materials, we got the one it comes with, Brel Bird of Prey, which I do like. This one is pretty good. It's pretty standard. I do mainly like it because it's got all the green to it. We have Katinga Alpha. So it's kind of like a faded or worn out, green or whatever. Katinga Beta, more gray. You get the TOS D7, which is like, a big change to how it looks. All right. You got the Retrofit. So you add a little bit more green back into it. Type 0 has got like all the little greebles and stuff on there that are like outlined and a little more detail to them. Type 1, 2, 3. This is kind of similar to the regular one if I go up here, but it's like maybe a little darker. Yeah, it's like a darker version of that. Type 4. This one's pretty good. It's like all gray and black. Get the Vorcha. Not too bad. I like it. And then the Vodevil, however you pronounce that, which is kind of similar to the first one, but darker. Much darker. Let's keep it with that one for now. Let's go into advanced here. We got styles. For the hull itself, you got K'vort and you got K'vort Beta. The main difference on this, you can see right there, is K'vort has a spine thing on it. Also, if I turn this around, you can see the engines here. That changes as well. We keep on K'vort because I like having those spines on there. Next, we have the saucer. We got K'vort and we got Beta. I prefer the K'vort one. The Beta one's kind of standard. Looks kind of like standard ones. I like the Beta. It's more slick. It's a little smaller, but it's like forward also. All right. No neck options. It'd be kind of nice if there was. And then we have the K'vort. I believe it starts with wings down. And it's got the dual wing thing to it. Then we got wing up, multi-layered, and then wings up single layered. I prefer the up and multi-layered. Really nice. And then of course we have just a ton of patterns here. I'm not gonna go over all of these. There's so many to go over. But you know, if you just want to add a little extra to it, you can. I'm gonna do that now, and then I'll show you what I come up with. All right, so I went with a bit of an odd choice. I hit the D7 material, and then I went for Corvus for all the pattern. Made it all green to give it kind of this unique look, I guess. It's got kind of like some spots that are like faded, and I really like the look of the Corvus one. And putting it on this D7 or the TOS D7 material, I just thought it looked pretty nice. And then again, the configuration, I like this with the wings up and with the multi instead of just a single layer. So yeah, that's basically it for the visuals. And I mean, obviously you can put your own custom shields on there. So do what you want, I guess. But this is how I like it. So yeah. All right, on to space. All right, I am in space now. All right, let's see, what's this right here? It's a D7. Oh no, that's Varel Support Battlecruiser. So you can get kind of an idea of the size of my ship. That's a Battlecruiser over there. Battlecruisers usually aren't massive. It kind of depends on what they are, but so I'm probably about the same size as that, roughly. You get this little small ship here. It's also a battlecruiser, isn't it? So it's a big battlecruiser. I was kind of hoping earlier there was some other ships out here. Let me fly over. Because there were some people with birds of prey out here, like regular size. Because this is a big bird of prey. Here's a Brel bird of prey. Let me go park up next to that. Actually, it's flying, so I'll have to fly next to it. But you can get an idea of how big this is compared to a regular bird of prey. Again, you can probably also see that when I get the pets out and stuff. But you can see right here, I am like massive compared to a standard bird of prey. So pretty good size, but not tiny, but not massive. Let me get out my bird of prey here. I'll put you on defense, see if you come close to me. Sometimes it takes them a while. They just kind of float there, slowly turn. I don't know why they take their time, but yeah, about the same size as that one over there, and they're the same thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over the console itself here. Let's make that bigger. All right, so yeah, you get like I said, you get the two birds of prey that come out, and they have their own little special abilities, decent amount of weapons and stuff. But yeah, you get up to, this is the passive, up to 5 pets within a 7.5 kilometer radius. They get plus 10% to both their crit chance and severity, which is really good. Always like to see more crit chance and crit severity. But yeah, you call up to both of these birds of prey. They last for 90 seconds, which is pretty good. I kind of wish that stay for a little bit longer, but that's actually pretty decent because they're call-in pets. They're not permanent like stay-in pets. 2-minute recharge, pretty standard. So and your exotic particle generator control expertise and your drain expertise helps out with some of this, I guess, which I'm not sure. I mean, I guess, well, I don't know. I'm not sure why that comes in handy. I guess because it's got some science abilities and stuff, maybe. So maybe that's why. But yeah. Now my build right now is kind of just a disruptor build. It's basically what I had on my other ship for this character. Well, it's kind of technically a torpedo build too, but primarily disruptor build. So yeah, the Starship Mastery, you get +5 to accuracy, +5 to defense rating, +10% kinetic and energy damage, and +2.5 crit chance. Again, crit chance is pretty good to have. I like stacking that pretty high. And this is the reason why I went with the disruptor build. It's Klingon build, but Klingon ship and stuff. But when activating a command or tactical bridge officer ability, -10 disruptor damage resistance rating for 15 seconds, up to 10 foes within a 5-kilometer radius, and it stacks up to 30. So if you use 3 tactical or command abilities, it's pretty good. And that's kind of why I went with the disruptor build. Otherwise, I'd probably just be doing this on my main character. And then the rest of this stuff is just kind of stuff I've had. You just kind of fill it out to kind of give you kind of idea what you could be flying or having. Obviously all this stuff isn't upgraded yet, and some of the stuff I might switch out. And you can upgrade this twice, and you get 2 more console slots. You can put whatever in there. So yeah. I think, is there anything else I wanted to go over? Oh, for the console slots, I went heavy with the beams and then some tactical abilities. I did put some torpedoes on there. And then for the universal one, I went with science, so I can get gravity well in there. Because the other science slot is this one. The engineering slot's not too bad. It's got 3 in it. And the other tactical slots only got 1 slot in it. So I could have gone with another tactical to increase my tactical abilities, but I figured why not go with science, a little bit of health and shields, and then a gravity well. So, all right. Let's go ahead and actually get into battle. I probably won't be using most of this stuff's like extra stuff, so I'm not gonna be showing off that stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I usually do. I like to go to the Delta Quadrant and do Wanted Argala. It's a pretty good one to kind of test out your ship and get an idea of how well it handles. So I'll be right back. All right, let's get out my ships, or my little hangar pets here. I'll go over after this some of your options for the hangar pets. But yeah, I just got the standard ones on here. So all right, let's go ahead and get into battle here. I'm just gonna start off, normal attacks and stuff. I'm not gonna do anything too special until I get later on, like activate the console and stuff. So let's go ahead and start firing. Scroll out here a bit. I do have this built out quite a bit, so it's going to be, performing quite a bit more than if it was, just when you get it. All right, so for this next part, I'm going to activate the console ability. This will summon in both those birds of prey. So they're going to look the same as the ones I already have out. But they're gonna be much stronger, a lot more damage, and they have more abilities. And I'm gonna try to stay back a bit because I can't remember what I clicked on, but there's up in the settings here, I can't remember what it is. I'll have to find it at some point. But there's like oh wait, I think it's that one. Never mind, I found it, I believe. Basically there's an ability that once you get attacked, you auto fire back at them. You don't have to worry about hitting spacebar to attack. You just automatically fire at who's firing at you. I think I turned that off now because I want to see how well these guys do alongside the pets. I believe the pets don't really do much damage, but again, they're the weak versions. You can always upgrade them, but these guys do a lot of damage. So you'll see that here in a minute. So
looks like our fight got them to notice us.
All right, let's get close.
Go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
Actually, hopefully I hit impulse up there. All right, let's go ahead and call them once they get in this area or range. Oh, there's a little purple thing. There's science abilities and stuff. But see how much damage they're doing? They do a lot of damage. Meanwhile, my pet ones, there they come. They don't do as much. But again,
separate them.
Like I said, you can upgrade them. Set them on attack.
We will not go quietly.
There you go. Look how fast they're taking those down. Now, my main character has is a pet build, and I've got like a lot more pets and stuff, and they do about the same damage as these two extra, little support ones, these escort ones. They're about on par, I guess I would say, or seemingly. I'll have to test.
In some of the asteroids, possibly consistent with bolt holes, temporary hideouts.
But yeah, I don't really have to do much. Eventually they'll go away. Is this their thing? No. How do I know when they're, where are they? Are they gone? Is that one my pet? Yeah, they're gone right now. So yeah, right now it's just my pets. And you can see they do not do as much damage for the pet ones.
We do what we
So,
want, where we want.
all right, let's go ahead and take all these guys out, and I'll go on to the boss.
I'm taking you with me.
All right, let's go after the boss here. All right, now let's go ahead and we'll call these guys out once we get a little closer. Actually, this evasion maneuvers, get closer. All right. Just kind of let the guys do their thing. Oh, I guess I am attacking. Maybe I didn't turn that setting off. All right. I mean, as you can see, do a lot of damage. But I didn't do most of that. Most of that was my pets. So, all right. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. Like I said, your regular pets, it depending on what you have, you can upgrade them, get some better ones. They'll do more damage. But these guys do a lot more damage than regular hanger pets, and you can put them on any ship. So if you have a carrier that's another build that you have that's better than this, you want these on there, go for it. Cause yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to put it on. I'm gonna put it on my my main character. He's got the Constitution Miracle Worker Flight Deck Carrier. He's got 2 hangar bays. So then adding this on will even more pets. Sounds good to me. Yeah, let me go over like your other options for these ships, because you go into the Zen store here, go to ships, go to Klingon, was it Flight Deck Carrier? I believe they're both by each other. Yeah, right here. So you get this one. This has got 2 hangar bays, so you want 2 hangar bays. So it's kind of like an upgrade from this in a way, where it's got 2 hangar bays. It's got less console slots. This only has 10, while the new ship has 11. The one you would really be comparing it to is the K'vort Flight Deck Raptor, because basically they're both Raptors, I guess, even though one's bird of prey, but it says Raptor. It confuses me. But basically this would be your equivalent in the Zen store here. 1 hangar bay, roughly about, well, the new one's probably got better, whole number, but I can't remember. It's got better turn rate and stuff from the new one. So like, it's basically The new ship is basically an upgrade of this, pretty much. So if you flew on this one and you like it, the new ship will definitely be an upgrade to this. And I believe for Federation, it is the Strike Wing Escort, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, so you got the Alita Heavy Strike Wing Escort and the Earnhardt Strike Wing Escort. So these are kind of similar. I think this one's supposed to be slightly better than this one, I think. But the new ship is definitely better than these. So if you've been flying these, the new ship is better. So that's your options. You know, if you're flying these types of ships, the new ship is better. So, all right. What else was I gonna go over? Oh, that noise is getting a little annoying. Let me go back to normal space here. All right, so we have options for other hangar pets here. Let's see, we got down here. If we go down here, this is the upgraded version of the one that is currently in the ship. So this is the very rare version of it. A little bit better, you know, more firepower and stuff. And then you got the advanced Todudge fighters and the Todudge fighter squadron. I don't know what the difference between these two are. I think they're the same, but these are basically the same thing as like your standard, well, not standard, but one of the hangar pets, not hangar pets, but your shuttle you can get is basically the same thing as that. I'm kind of disappointed. Well, I guess it makes sense, but you can't get the support frigate. Okay, I wish you can get support frigate, but it's for full carriers only. It's not carrier. It's a flight deck Raptor, so it doesn't get that option. So, and then also there's the fleet variant you can get. I highly recommend those. Get the fleet variant because they're much better. I do not have enough to get both of those, either this one or the flight version or the fleet version. So kind of stuck with what I have right now, but that's fine. There's also other things you can put in here. It doesn't really matter. Just kind of as long as it's allowed on your ship is fine. But always go with the fleet version if you can. If not, the lithium ones here aren't too bad. All right. I think, is there anything else I wanted to go over? I went over the console. It's got the two hangar pets. It's a decent size ship compared to the regular bird of preys and stuff. It's like 3 to 4 times larger, but it's not massive, so it does get the turn rate that a lot of bigger ships don't get, so that's a big plus. It's a upgrade to the Zen ships that are similar, and overall pretty good looking ship. Yeah, that's about it. Leave a like, comment, all that good stuff down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.